All right, we got today's haul. I had a impromptu visit with Mr. S on my day off. I had no idea he was coming or even wanted to come over. So he called me up and said, hey, I know you're off. You're off today. You wanna go have lunch? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Where do you want to go? And he said he wanted to go to Tupelo, which is it's a little far away, almost an hour, but it's got a lot of good stuff out there. And so we wound up just making a little impromptu trip. Impromptu trip. There we go. Anyway, this is what we got. I stopped by Bratz Comics there in Tupelo, and I was able to get a comic number 100 of G.I. Joe. And definitely definitely one I wanted. Seems to be in pretty good shape. I haven't even taken it out of this thing yet, but everything that I buy from that Bratz Comics is always in good shape. I trust them pretty good. And then we stopped by GameStop, and they had classified Blowtorch. He's number 54. There's a little scan thing there, and there's all his specialties. But let's open them up and take a look at them. Get this out of the way so I don't knock it over. But yeah, a little different camera angle this time. I got the sun behind me, and I'd open the window and maybe get a little extra. And when I go back and watch a lot of my videos, they're kind of dark, and I don't really have good lighting. So anyway, at least I don't think it's good lighting anyway. All right, let's see. Looks like we got some effects here. Oh, all right. Okay, there's the peg there. I thought it was there. And then we got his backpack here. Looks good. Just trying to make sure this is the way it's supposed to go on the figure, and it is. And then you got your hose. It looks pretty similar to the hoses that come with the Techno Viper, but theirs is a little thicker. This doesn't feel as thick. And then we got his mask. We got his helmet. Sorry about all the noise. It might be a little loud. Got his helmet here. Looks good. Looks like another blast effect. I'm not really keen on these. I know there's some people out there that love them. I could go without, but I mean, it's fine. It don't hurt it's fine. Is this one already? Oh, so it comes with one already in it. I didn't even notice that. So yeah, you can or would it be like that? It'd probably be like that. And then we got like that there. Yeah, they fit in there pretty good. Honestly, I kind of like this one. I do. I like that one. Looks good. I think I'll probably keep that one in there. And then he also comes with a pistol. Let's get it out of here. There we go. Looks like just like your standard. That looks like a 1911. But again, I'm not good at pistols or anything, so if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. And then there's no blast effects hole there, so. But let's go ahead and take the figure out, and this is gonna be noisy. So if you have headphones on or anything like that, you might want to turn it down. Fair warning. Okay. Here he is. He's pretty loose right out of the package. I mean, usually classifieds are really tight. Oh, that's a little tight, but not too bad. Yeah, nowhere near as bad as they usually are. I've been noticing that a little bit lately, that these classifieds have been getting a little less stiff. They're not as stiff when you get them. Let's see about the arms. Yeah, arms are fine. Butterfly joints aren't stiff either. Wrists. He's got that wrist articulation. Looks like on both of them. Yeah. Or no, is this the one up and down? This one's up and down. So the right one is up and down, then your left is the side to side. Let's see, how's this arm? Yeah, feels good. It's stiff enough where you don't feel like it's gonna like fall, but it's not so stiff where you have to like heat it up to break it loose. And a little limited on the articulation on the head with the that, but that's fine. He can't look up very far, which he can only look up about that far, which is I do wish they could look up a little bit further, but they sacrifice some of the detail or some articulation for the detail. To make them look way up, they would have to cut more of the neck out, and that would look kind of weird. So I'm okay with this. That's as far as up as I can get him to look, so that's fine. So let's take a look here. Let me see, let me get it backed up a little bit, as far back as I can get it. I can tip it up a little. There we go. He looks pretty good. Let's get him all geared up here. Let's see. And you can put his pistol in there. Also, too, some classifieds, their backpacks fall out real easy. So, and I've had to put a little dab of glue on the tip there. I put just enough in there to where it'll stick in there, and just a little bit of twisting and turning, and I can pull it out. I mean, just a little dab will do you. And then let's see here. This goes on here. I'm pretty sure this goes around his face, not his. Yeah. I was wondering if it went around his helmet, which, oh, there it is. And then just pop it down. Let's see. There we go. And it looks like his, right there. Looks like it just goes right on in there. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. I want it further down a little bit. And try to adjust it the way I want it to look. There we go. Looks more centered there. All right, now put his helmet on him. You can put, yep, you can. It's a little big. Let's see. Dang. Put his helmet on and oops. Put his helmet on, it kind of goes, makes the mask pop up a little bit above his eyes. There we go. It just takes some, dadgummit. Well, I'll plug it back in once I get it the way I want it. It takes some playing with, but yep, there we go. That looks good. Put his thing back in there. All right, now it looks like, is it specific? Or are they both the same on both sides? So I don't know. I'm just not sure. It looks like it's the same on both sides, so don't look like it matters which way he goes which. So I'll put that in there. And then where it goes in the back. There's a little hook on the bottom there. That's where it goes. And then it goes on the back of the gun here. Slides in there perfectly. And then oh man. You do have to kind of finesse it to get their fingers in the trigger. It takes a little finagling and finessing there. There we go. Let's see. Let's see if you open his hands up a little bit there. I'll pull the thumb up there. That's one good thing about these. Their hands are a little more forgiving, so you can kind of their hands are a little more forgiving. You can open them up and stuff like that, and they'll eventually it'll close back over, and you can have them holding their guns and stuff. And yeah, and then they got feet are a little. I'm probably gonna have to warm the feet up a little bit. They're rockers, unless they just they can rock up and down, but well, that one's okay. That may be all it can go, because it does have a little bit of it blocks it a little bit by the pants, but it feels okay. Yeah, he feels pretty solid. He looks pretty good. I actually have his 25th companion here, and the counterpart is what I meant to say. And it looks pretty similar. Not entirely. I mean, it's definitely got some modern stuff on it. I like the Classified's helmet a little better. The hose for the gun's definitely better. You know, it doesn't feel like this one feels brittle. I don't know if anybody ever felt it, but it just feels brittle, and I'm always scared I'm gonna break it. The gun looks all right. Both of them. I mean, both of them look pretty good. Of course, this one has more the Classified has a little bit more detail here, so. But similar. You know, they still got the mask and stuff, and this one see it kind of pops out of there so easily. But you can take his mask off pretty easily. There's his face there. It barely, these 25th one barely has any kind of, because of the suit, it doesn't really have hardly any kind of articulation. You can just barely look back and forth, but it looks pretty good. You gotta put that little tab up inside his helmet there. And then you just poke that back in there. It's got little holes on the side. You just pop them back in there. We got a little bit of dirt I didn't notice before. Probably from one of my pictures when I was either got a little bit of dirt when I was trying to move them around, or when I was moving, or when I was trying to take some pictures, but that's no big deal. It came right off. But yep, here they are, side by side. It looks pretty good. I like it. I am, usually when I go to GameStop, they never have anything there. It's just, I mean, it's always slim pickings, and so it was just, we just so happened, Mr. S said, let's just go ahead and go on in there and take a look anyway. They probably won't have nothing. Let's just take a look. And I almost didn't even go in because, like I said, I never see anything in the stores, hardly. It's rare. So I usually just buy everything online. But, yeah, Mr. S just said, hey, let's just go in there and see what they got. He wanted some Pokemon cards. Because the GameStop I go to started selling Pokemon cards individually. So that's, he just wanted to go in there and take a look. And I was like, okay, all right, buddy, we'll stop. And so then he just, I just so happened to look in their where the little tiny G.I. Joe section they have. And there he was, so I had to get him. But anyway, this is Classified Blowtorch. I'm very happy I got him. Was able to find him, and like I say, he was on the list that I wanted. And then I also had a if you buy a GameStop membership, they also every month they give you a coupon. It varies from month to month. So this year had a pretty good coupon and expired tomorrow to get a certain amount off. And I was like, well, that's another reason I went in there. I was just like, well, this coupon expires tomorrow. I might as well use it. It's a monthly thing. You don't roll over. It's just monthly. So I was like, I might as well go ahead and use it. And glad I did. I'm very excited to finally have them. And anyway, this is classified blowtorch, and I'm gonna do my shout outs. I always give a shout out to Ronnie Trickshot. I had the pleasure of meeting him at Joe Fest this year, and it was I wish I had more time to hang out with him. He's a really cool guy and a lot of fun to talk to, and just an awesome guy. And also check out Shark Eyes review. I got to meet him at Joe Fest as well, and he's another guy. He's awesome. Both of them were from Australia. I had no idea Ronnie was coming. That was a good surprise. And I talked to him in the chats all the time. It was the first time I got to meet him face to face, and that was just excellent. And I recommend checking out, of course, What's on Joe Mind. Comes on every Wednesday night. Check out your local times. And then check out Sparkster1701. He does a lot of Transformers reviews, but he's got some really cool GI Joe Lego custom Legos he built, and it's really cool. And check out Frostbite's GI Joe Repro. He's also a really cool dude. Had a lot of fun. Very nice, very good to talk to. And he's got some good stories about when he was in service and in Australia. And check out Kiwi Custom, and hopefully, and podcast. Kiwi invited me onto one of his podcasts, and hopefully I get a chance to be on there sometime. It's the time difference is plus I work all the time. I work between 50 and 60 hours a week, so. For me to have days off and stuff is it's I try to do as much as I can on my day off. And a podcast from the pit invited me on too. Hopefully I get a chance to be on there sometime. Because I had Casey on there. He's a really cool guy, really nice, super friendly, very knowledgeable. But anyway, everybody have a good day. Take care. Have a good week. And today was a good day with Mr. S. Stay safe, and Yo Joe!